Hello, this is Thomas, K4SWL. If you're new here, I like to do real-time, real-life amateur radio field activation videos. And today I'm at Gorges State Park here in Western North Carolina. And I'm actually here with my buddy Mike, who's kind of off camera right now. We're out and about. It's a Saturday. We've been camping here for the weekend, so I'm hoping to get in a nice late shift session today. And just squeezing in a little park activation midday. And we kind of got this whole picnic shelter to ourselves, which is really nice. This park is so incredibly nice. It's a pretty new park. I think they said it was originally added to the NC Park system in like 1999. And the facilities here are just spectacular. The campground's one of the nicest campgrounds I've been to in a state park, and I've been to some really nice ones. This is just a really, really wonderful site. We've kind of got this picnic shelter to ourselves, at least for the moment. It's about 11 o'clock, so there's still time for people to show up. It's a beautiful weekend, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get some guests. So I kind of decided to set up here off to the side so that if families come or something, there's room over here for them and I'm out of the way. And I looked up here at the trees, do a quick antenna evaluation. It's mostly small growth right around the site. Like some of the larger trees are behind all this, and that's just too much of a pain to get to for the amount of time I have. This is one of the taller accessible trees. I'm not going to use a tree. I'm going to use a vertical and just set it up really quickly, play around a bit. I've got my Penntek TR-45L skinny in here, and I've got my MC750 portable antenna. So let's go ahead and get these guys set up. I'll set up the antenna first, and we'll go from there. I wonder if I should get my, I'll use the long. Got some RG174 that's excessively long, really, for this antenna, but I think I'll use it anyway. Not too worried about efficiency. Hopefully I can just get enough to get my 10 contacts or whatever, and that'll be good. Cell phone coverage out here is not optimal. I'm just barely getting the signal, so I'm hoping that the reverse beacon network will spot me properly, so I won't have to do this. I won't have to spot myself. Here we go. So if I've done this properly, what I can do is just take this and toss it like that. And now let's go over here and set up the antenna. This won't take long at all. That's what I love about this particular antenna. This will be a good spot for it right here. Kind of out of the way. I will have to kind of watch it if people arrive and there are kids here or something running around. I'll have to let them know that there's an antenna wire, the coax mainly, that needs to, you got to kind of pay attention to. Whoops. Looking forward to it today. Mike and I have absolutely nothing planned out. It's all about relaxing, getting away, and just kind of taking it easy. That's what this is about. Had a crazy beginning of the year, so it's kind of nice to not have an agenda. Mike feels the same way. We were going to have my buddy Monty with us this weekend too, and unfortunately he had a family thing come up that he had to attend to, which is unfortunate. And you probably have seen Monty and some of the other videos I've done here over the past few years. We try to do at least one of these camping trips a year. May do 2 this year, I think. I think I'm going to go straight to 20 meters this time. I don't know how I did that. I'm going to do, since this coax is so hard to spot, I'm actually going to lay my antenna bag on top of it here, sort of in the middle, and that kind of gives me an idea of where it is and makes it easier for me to point it out in case other people show up. I haven't prepared anything. I haven't prepared my log or anything like that yet, other than announcing the activation. I haven't really done anything else. Take my sunglasses off. Oh, I didn't deploy the antenna all the way. That would help, wouldn't it, Thomas? I said 20 meters, right? So let's set this up for 20. So I'll just look for the silk screening. There's the silk screening for 28, for 24, 21, 18 megahertz, 47 megahertz, 40 meters, and 20 meters, 14 megahertz. It's right there. So we've done that bit now. Now we actually have an antenna. I was getting ahead of myself. Okay, here we go. Use my Bengali Traveler, which is probably going to travel today on this. I need to think through bringing a bit of shelf liner. I keep forgetting to do it because on these tables that are made of composite, everything wants to slide around on them, and these composite tables are everywhere now. I'll probably use my toothpin battery this time. And oh, come on, cord. I don't like things being tangled. Plug in the antenna. There we go. And we'll get the put in the paddles. I'm hearing somebody drive up now, I think, which is perfectly fine. There's plenty of room here at this site. Okay. Let me just see if we're resonant here, if I need to change it. Ooh, that's not good. There's a noise here that we're going to be listening to. Pretty pervasive noise. I wonder if it's on the it's on the 17 meter band. And the 14 is about as good as anything. 30 sounds not too bad, but I think that's just because I don't have the antenna set up for... We'll still be able to listen through it, but we're going to be hearing a little bit of noise here. It's going to make it hard to hear. That's annoying, isn't it? Oh well. We'll make the filter a little narrower, and that kind of gets rid of it. Doesn't mean the noise isn't still there. That's forward power. Let's put it in the... Okay. That is showing reverse power at 1... What am I looking at here? Yeah, I need to maybe tune it a little bit. I'm not hearing anything on the band though. Okay, let's try to change the SWR here a little bit. Let's see if that helped. No, didn't really make much of a difference. That was me off camera. Yeah, I knew what it was. It wasn't the antenna at all. It was the connector. This has a connector on the end that you can unscrew, and I'm bad about like not checking that to make sure it's screwed in tightly. That's what it was. Like perfect SWR now. So we're gonna be listening to a little QRM today. But you know what? This is a good skill that you have to learn because you don't always have these beautiful conditions. But this is a bit of a shame, I have to admit. That helps, but okay, let me look up the park numbers. K27, is it 39? 32. K27, 32. Today is the 16th of March, 2024. Gorges State Park. 20 meters, CW. And let me set up my hammers. Something you can do, and I didn't do this time, if you bring a little portable shortwave radio with you, you can check to see if there are any sources of noise. And I have to assume the only thing around here really are the lights that are probably in the bathrooms over here, but something is really generating a lot of noise. Or actually there's a lot of high voltage lines running through this particular park, and there could be some arcing somewhere along those lines. I've had that interfere before, and this sounds like that kind of broadband arcing sound that you hear, so that's probably really what it is. That's what it sounds like. 2732, which doesn't bode well with my other activations that I'll be doing. Boy, I can tell that it's going to make it hard for me to hear, but we'll make it through this. Okay, TR-45. I'm just going to put that in there to save it. We're on the 20 meter band, CW, and park is K-2732. Here we go. Now I'm wondering if I should have brought out my IC705. Actually, I have it in the car because it has a noise blanker and other things in it, but I don't care. We'll be fine. The time right now is 1500 hours. I'm trying to get him to go give me the call sign again, but either they can't hear me anymore, or we'll try it one more time. Okay. I'm so sorry if I didn't get your call there, but it sounded like you were saying TRT, and I tried to look it up. Was that KF? That's who I was trying to work before. Thank you for being patient with me. Evan has such an easy call sign to remember for some reason. Great guy, got a good YouTube channel. A lot of fading this morning too. Okay, heard a WA. The audio is so gorgeous out of this radio despite the QRM. Is it Eastern Iowa that I heard? I don't like using a narrow filter, but I'm going to do it today. Is that her a K7? They say that is M1KD. Okay, good, gotcha. I wonder if I faded out on you. This is my 10th contact, so I now have a complete activation. Thank you for that, W0PWE. I've never had so many Iowa stations. Oh my goodness, you're hard to hear. Why can I keep hearing the suffix, not the beginning? One more time, one more time. Okay, is that K2 OTF? Yay, got him. It would not be hard to hear this person if it wouldn't be for the QRM. Maryland, I'm hearing that. That hex beam's working for him. Hey, good morning. Doing fine. How are you? Ooh, you came up a little bit there. Good to get you in logs. I remember our QSO ages ago where I was using the AX1 and 1/10 of a watt of power with N8 EYF. I'm really pleased. Okay, I know someone else is calling me, but we have other plans today. Mike and I want to go on a couple of hikes. I may do another activation yet. So I got a total of 14 QSOs here. Really nice showing for this, despite the QRM. So I'm very pleased with that. Let me take a few photos here while I'm thinking about it. The TR-45 series radios have the most amazing audio. They really, really do. I find that in situations where you've got like QRM like this, that the having really good audio helps your brain just pick out a little bit more of the signals and detail. Take some photos. Makes it a little easier to hear. Trying to get a shot of the antenna in here too. See, in my videos you get to see all the behind the scenes stuff in the scenes. So that's just how I do. That's how I roll. Take a picture of my logbooks. I've got that. I've got the logs on here too. Man, this was really fun. I'm doing a lot more work today on the air, so if you didn't work me now, you'll work me later. I'll definitely be doing a late shift activation. I may be doing a little activation with my KH1 on a trail. Probably not filming that because I didn't bring an external speaker or an inline recorder for it, so I may not record that one. Let's put all this up, which is really easy to do. Mike and I are going to go on a short hike, grab our lunch stuff, take a drive, maybe do a longer hike then. We'll see. You know I'm a bag fanatic, right? So right around Black Friday, Truck, which is a company I really have always wanted to get stuff from in Scotland. They had a sale, a Black Friday sale. Kind of went crazy, and I got my backpack you've probably seen me use in a lot of my videos, my EDC pack now. Got my backpack, and I ended up picking up one of these pouches too, and I can't say enough good things about the quality of this. They're crazy expensive, and if you're not used to these kinds of prices, you don't want to look at it, but these are handmade in Scotland, and I've got to say, I am so insanely impressed with their gear. I really love it. You know, I have a lot of sort of packs that smack of being tactical. In fact, some of them are just downright tactical packs, like my Spec Ops brand packs and stuff. When I'm traveling, I don't like to look like I'm being deployed when I go into an airport or something. I like to have something that looks a little more urban when I'm walking around in a big city like New York City or someplace. I just want to have something that looks kind of normal, because frankly, I'm always carrying normal stuff, and a radio usually is what I'm carrying. I gotta say that these truck bags have they're just a beautiful, beautiful design and super functional. So I really like them. But they're not for the faint of heart if you are budget minded, because these are handmade in Scotland. They're not made, in Vietnam, or one of the places where a lot of packs are made now, and they're really affordable. I'm thinking about it. Probably ought to take a picture of this since I'm mentioning it. Here we go. And now let's put up the antenna real quick. This won't take long. So a park employee came by and took a look at me over here. I think he must have seen this antenna from the road over here when they were emptying the trash. But he didn't stop and talk or anything. He just kind of waved and said, hey, and that was it. So I was expecting to explain what I'm doing, but because this park doesn't have as many activators. It's kind of out of the way. It's not close to any big cities or anything. It's an hour and a half from almost everywhere. So I don't think they see as many park activators. When I mentioned what I was doing at the visitor center, they didn't say anything. Usually they'll say, oh yeah, we know about park activators. They didn't do that this time. So I don't think they see as many here. This is, like I said, such an amazing park. I will be coming back here. I'm definitely taking my family camping here sometime, because I really like the hikes. Campgrounds are amazing. I should have made that a little less thick. Put up these counterpoises. That was a fun activation. It's what, let's say 13 or 14 or something contacts. I'm very pleased with that, a number for what I'm doing here. QRM, you have to learn to listen through it. At one time I did a video, and I can't remember now, started a video, and the QRM at the site was super heavy, annoyingly loud. It was at a game land out in the middle of nowhere, and it was power line noise, which is probably, I think, what we were hearing today. And I decided not to record it because it was just so noisy. I thought, no one will want to hear this. Then I realized later, like, this is actually a skill you need to know. You shouldn't be deterred by it. If you can hear through it, you're not going to hear as many signals, but if you can listen through it and just get through it, it's not a bad skill to have, because you don't always have pristine conditions for operating. So I decided I'm not going to stop a video just because the QRM's loud. So I've had probably 3 in the past year that I've recorded that had fairly heavy QRM from some locally generated noise source. And let's take down the telescoping whip all the way. Pull this out of the ground. Here we go. Someone told me, by the way, the other day, they said, I don't have enough subscribers. And I really, for my channel, and they were very complimentary. I was just very, very kind of them to say. And they said, you don't have nearly enough subscribers for what you do. And then they realized that they'd never heard me ever ask for people to like and subscribe, and I don't ask that. I probably should. So if you feel like liking and subscribing, go for it. I kind of feel like if people want to be here, they'll be here. If they don't, that's fine too. This isn't a career for me. It's just a lot of fun, and I love it. So here we go. That's all there is to it. We're going a nice hike to a waterfall. Man, this would be really amazing. This would be a great space. A nice cold winter day, have a big fire roaring over here, picnic tables around. This would just be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. I hope life is treating you well. And like I always say, let's be kind to one another out there, because all we got on this planet's each other. My buddy John Hayes used to say, you can't sprinkle the perfume of happiness without spilling a little bit on yourself. And I gotta say, I think that's pretty true. We don't always feel wonderful, but it's nice just to be kind to one another out there. The world needs more of that. Thanks so much. Until next time. Oh, and thank you for my Patreon supporters and Coffee Fund supporters. You guys are amazing. You rock. Thank you. You make this happen. Take care. And until next time, 7 twos.